and I find out that I have a lot of them to do.
Okay, it's fine. You didn't go to school today?
To university didn't go because few of our teachers, let's say, they are ill and they decided to have like online lesson and online lectures, and that's why I spent like whole day today in home.
Okay, okay, I see. I noticed you were online at first, and then you you went up. I was just hoping that someone will come for the lessons because the other day I ended up having no students in class. Everyone couldn't make it, but it's
Yeah,
fine. Okay,
let's believe.
what did you have for lunch?
Sorry.
What did you have for lunch?
For lunch today, I have some boiled eggs with some tuna, additionally some broccoli and
Oh,
some few seconds. I forget how it's called, and some buckwheat.
you said the last one is what?
Yeah. So you asked me what I had for
Yes,
lunch
yes.
today.
I mean the last thing you mentioned after tuna and broccoli, you said is what?
It's buckwheat.
Buckwheat. Okay, I don't know what it's like. Okay.
Okay, so
But
in Ukraine we call it гречка. A few seconds. I will send you a photo, maybe a few seconds.
okay,
Uh,
send it for me on WhatsApp, on Telegram.
yeah, a few seconds. It's look
It
like
sounds the meal sounds rich. Okay. Oh, okay. It kind of looks like beans.
no, it's not like it's kind of cereals, but it's really very similar to rice, let's say. But it
Oh,
has like a little bit as a taste. It's kind of wheat taste.
okay, okay. It's like an wheat or an oat or something.
Yeah, yeah. It's like something on the middle between rice and cereals.
Okay, what is your combination sound like something very appetizing with broccolis, with tuna, and then boiled egg. It sounds very healthy. Okay, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I have started to count calories and that all other stuff. I have
Okay,
to have healthy lunches.
it's necessary. It's necessary. Yes. Okay, it's true because you talked about going to the gym some times ago. So it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you help share your screen? Maybe so would record the lessons for.
Unfortunately, no. So now I have a lot of work, and I'm from the phone right now, and I'm sitting in my car.
Oh. So it won't be
Yeah.
possible to share your screen.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't because I'm from my phone, and it seems to me that it will be very hard for me.
It's just that most times when I share my screen, it usually interrupts the network. So I don't want something that will be doing back and forth like other times. You saw how wonderful our last lesson was, no interruptions. But let's see. Hmm, okay, let's see. Hmm, okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, I see it.
Okay, okay, no problem. But you can still open the platform at your end, right?
Yeah, yeah, but I want to see your screen because I can't open like two windows on my phone.
Okay. So, but how would you now do some exercises?
Yeah, I see some access on the platform, but I can see a screen because I'm from the phone, and I just can't open like anti-school platform and Zoom in one time.
Okay, okay, no problems. So, 1.1, can you read that for us?
Yeah, sure. So 1.2, welcome to the second semester. And some of you may be continuing to your second semester, some of you may be starting your first semester. If this is your first semester, then language skills are about average for your level, but not enough to go on the next level. Whether you're starting your first or second semester, remember of a few key rules. Have fun, don't be afraid to speak and make mistakes. Don't use your native language. Only your teacher can correct mistakes.
Okay, Joy. So unfortunately, it's not a you are an old student. No students joined us today. Okay. So
Okay.
a new topic. Okay, London transport. Okay, so the excursion. Have you ever been to the UK? What did you see?
No, unfortunately, I haven't been to the United Kingdom, but it's like my childhood dream because one day I was walking with my girlfriend in Lviv. It's like kind of big city in Ukraine, and there was like a street artist who sold, like a random pictures of every city in the world. And I
Okay.
picked like a photo of London, and there was said that like one day you have to be there on that photo. And it's kind of sorry.
That's nice. No, that's amazing. That's amazing. But do you hope that someday you'll visit the UK, right?
Yeah, it seems to me that if one day I have a chance to visit like one city all over the world, it would be London.
Me too, me too. Either UK or I'll go to Canada, but I heard cost of living in Canada it's expensive. Likewise, United Kingdom. Okay, that's fine. Okay, what landmarks, objects, and people connected with the UK can you see in the picture?
Yeah, so it seems to me that there is like that their flag, rainy weather, there is a Big Ben, there is a London bus, that one red,
Yeah.
there is a London Eye, uh, that taxi, it seems to me that it's called like a black cab,
Okay.
there is a T. There is like a detective. It's maybe connected with Sherlock Holmes. Mm, and that's all.
This tower, I think that usually when there is usually a change in timing, the clock there with the tower. Have you seen it?
Yeah, yeah. I see it. Yeah.
Okay, okay. What else would you add as a symbol of the UK?
For me, the symbols of the United Kingdom is Winston Churchill. It's like Prime Minister of United Kingdom in the Second World War, and it's kind of some people who I would like to become in the future. Maybe it's like some of characteristic of that guy, and it's really cool person in the world history.
Okay, that's nice. So what are the symbols of your country?
The symbols of our country is our flag. The second symbol is like harp. It's seconds how it called in English. It's kind of a coat of arms.
Okay.
Additionally, if you talk, about other symbols, it's uh, Calder roses. It's our great sky. It's our black soil and a lot of other stuff.
Oh, you people have a black soil in your country?
Black soil, it's kind of it's like if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of ground here.
Yes, like if for agriculture, that means you people grow a whole lot of good foods in your country.
Yeah, yeah, like Ukraine, it's one of the, it seems to me, even the biggest country where is like a lot of black soil in the world.
Yeah, that's great because any place that has black soil would grow foods well, would involve more in agriculture, and that's nice because I know most cereals that we have in our country are usually being imported from Ukraine, Russia, Ukraine. But because of this war, it's became very, very expensive. So the little ones they are being able to import are very expensive. I think things like oats, oats.
Yeah, yeah, I know it.
Yes, it's imported from Ukraine. So most cereals we have here are being imported from either Ukraine or Russia, but because of the war, it's limited, and the ones you find become very, very expensive. It has tripled in price uh, from what it used to be when there was no war in Ukraine. So
You
you
know,
see,
it's
you
the
see
same
the
situation.
yeah, so even the war, it's affecting every other nation, even when we are not there. But things affect us as well because when there is peace, everything is intertwined. All the nations are intertwined. You get from this one, you get from here, and people survive. Do you understand?
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay, let's start. Watch the video. Why are Brits so obsessed with tea? Okay.
Okay.
Nice video. Are you there?
Yeah, I have 1 minute and 20 seconds left.
Okay, 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 no problem. Andrew, are you done?
Yeah, I ended.
Okay, okay. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah, it's really great because speaker is so so expressive, and it's really great.
Okay, I'm sure before now you didn't know that UK was a Brit of tea. Did you know
Yeah,
before now? Because it's strange
it
for
seems to
me. I
me,
don't know.
it seems to me like in Ukraine, or maybe not even Ukraine, in Europe, on every not every like every second box of the tea there is like the United Kingdom flag, and that's why we all of us have a like association that tea is connected only with the United Kingdom.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so write down these figures and phrase refers to. So what do you think about this phrases? 165 million.
It was said about cups of tea, so every
Mhm.
year.
Okay, what about fake teas?
So it was a few centuries ago, and it's like kind of mixing like leaves mixed with other leaves and then
Okay,
sold like a tea.
what about low tea?
Low tea, it's like a afternoon tea.
Okay, what about tea rooms?
Chervum, it's like in 1990, it's become fashionable with a woman.
Okay, what about 96%?
It was connected with tea, like tea bags.
Yes, yes. Okay, but do you people have tea bags in your country?
Yeah, it seems to me like it's like a 50-50 because a big part of tea is sold like in tea bags, and the other part is sold like just tea.
Beverages? Okay, okay. Okay, what about the 1950s?
I didn't catch it enough, but it was said
Even me, I
about.
was trying to watch out for the 1950s. I didn't really hear anything said much about the 1950s.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it
it's
was like said that as I get, it was said that Americans didn't want to catch in with Britain people about tea bags idea until 1950.
okay, okay, no problem, it's fine. So we're moving to vocabulary now. We will be learning new words.
Yeah,
Okay,
divide
so
divide into pairs.
okay, yes, okay, yes. So you're the only person here. So the first word we'll have is the jewel in someone's crown. So read that.
Yeah, so as to the jewels in someone's crown, the most valuable or successful part of something.
Okay, so when we say something is the jewel of someone's crown is the most successful part of something, his achievement is astonishing and his book is a jewel in his crown. With great pride and joy, I offer you a room, six, the jewel of our crown. It's a very interesting phrase. The phrase
Yeah,
sounds very interesting. The jewel of someone's crown. Do you understand?
yeah, I get it.
Okay, the next one.
No one's not one's cup of tea, not what one likes or interested in. I invited you because I thought long distance cycling was your cup of tea. When I was found out that reading wasn't cup of tea, I knew that there wasn't much of relation in throw between us.
Okay, this one is a very common phrase in my place. Not one's cup of tea, not what one likes or is interested in. So, for example, people just comes and shares plays a particular music and trying to cajole you to join, and you're like, it's not my cup of tea. Do you understand? It shows you're not interested in such music. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, a queen bee.
A
A
queen bee.
woman who thinks she's the most important person in the group. Sounds funny. A queen bee. So like when you feel you are the most valuable, you're the most beautiful, you should be the center of attraction. Do you understand? So
Yeah,
Martha found herself a queen bee after her promotion, but she's only an assistant supervisor. You will have to ask the queen bee before you put through any more orders on the company card. Do you understand?
yeah.
Okay, take the next one.
So cheapest chips, very inexpensive. So, you could definitely afford an apartment in my building. The rent is cheap as chips.
Okay, so when we say something is cheap as chips, it means they're inexpensive. Do you understand? You could say the clothes he bought are as cheap as chips.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, the next one. Did you take the next one?
Yeah, it never rains, but it pours. So used for saying that problems often seem to happen all at the same time. After months of looking for a job, I suddenly have three jobs interviews this week. It never rains, but it pours. Everyone in my house is sick right now because it never rains, but it pours.
What do you understand by the word?
Uh, just for saying that problems often seem to happen all the same time. So it's kind of when you have like a lot of problems in a row and then you find the solution for them, it never rains but it pours.
Okay, that's a nice example. So it's used for saying that problems often seem to happen all at the same time. So you understand that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the
Okay, so
next one, worth every penny. When
so
you say
what's
something is worth every penny, it means it's worth all the money. I was skeptical that we need such a fancy vacuum, but it does such a great job that I now think it's worth every penny. So it has to do with something that is valuable and it's worth the money you're spending. Do you understand?
yeah.
I'm sure you have such things like that. It could be your computer, it could be electronics, it could be the things you use for your work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next one.
Yeah, as drunk as a lord, so extremely drunk. Do you remember last night at all? You were as drunk as a lord. After his fight cocktail, Michael was drunk as a lord. Judy bought herself a case of beer and processed to get as drunk as
As a
as
song.
a skunk.
Okay, so have you ever been drunk as have you been extremely drunk before?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like nervous. few times in my
Yeah,
life.
because it happens once in a while. Hmm.
Yeah, it seems to me that it must happen to everyone.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
not
so
everyone, not everyone. I don't drink.
okay.
Not
Okay,
everyone.
so okay.
not, not everyone drinks. I've never been drunk in my life.
Okay, so maybe to everyone who drank, who
Who
drinks
drink?
alcohol
Who
sometimes.
drink? Maybe you should talk about men and not females because most females don't drink. So maybe you should talk about men. Most men often get drunk. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you do 1.1 match half to make popular English idioms and common phrases.
Okay, so no one's cup of tea. Let's drink is lot here. Cheapest chips. Mm, it's done. I've done it.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, no problem. Sorry because I'm sharing my screen, so I wouldn't know when you're done and when you're not. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. So yeah, I've done it. I've done it.
Okay, no problem. It's fine. So 1.2.
Okay, so imagine you're planning a special event. How would you incorporate something that could be considered the jewel in the crown to make it truly exceptional? When you're planning a special event, how would you come exceptional? I didn't get like this
Exceptional.
question to I didn't get this question to the end. So can you explain it, please?
Okay, imagine you planned an event and how would you incorporate something that would be considered a jewel in the crown to make it truly exceptional? Okay, what do you understand by jewel in the crown, in its crown?
Is it like there is a part of something and it's the most valuable?
Yes. So how would you, if you're planning for an event, how would you put in something that would make it very classy, very rich, that would make it outstanding?
I have like I got a great idea because now I'm watching like during the last days I've been watching some serial with my girlfriend, and there was like a organization of some corporates, and there was like a corporate in France between some seconds between some um, lavender fields, additional with some wine, expensive food, and another stuff. So I would like to organize some special events by this way.
Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, no problem. Share a hobby or activities that you initially thought was not a cup of tea, but you ended up enjoying it. What changed your perception and why did you start to appreciate it?
Mm, it seems to me that when I only entered my school in my childhood, there was like a really, uh, let's say, a really um strict English teacher, and I thought that English wasn't my cup of tea. But I ended it up, and now I get all of my money, thankfully, to English.
Okay.
So it's
Mhm.
English, I believe.
Okay, okay, that's nice. Discuss the role of a queen bee in a social or professional setting. How does their presence impact the dynamics of a group? And what qualities do they possess that makes them influential?
Maybe you would like to give an answer.
Okay, discuss the role of a queen bee in a social or professional setting. I've never tried to act like a queen bee, but I think okay, for example, discuss the role of a queen bee in a social or professional setting. How does their presence impact the dynamic of a group, and what qualities do they possess that make them influential? Okay, for example, let's say this has to do with people in the political class. Do you understand? People in the
Yeah.
political class, if you go for, okay, in our country, the person that governs the country is the president, and then then in each we have 36 states. Do you understand? That makes
Mm-hmm.
up Nigeria, and then the people that govern the states are called the governors. Do you understand? If you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
for a function where their wives happens to attend such function, the kind of dresses the way makes them very outstanding, makes them very beautiful, with even without being told, the clothes they wear carries class. Do you understand? It's very
Yeah, yeah.
like from the outlook appearance, it carries class, it speaks money. Once you look at their physical appearance, you see money all over them. They don't even need to show up. They are already like the queen bee of the event. They are always outstanding. They always carry this very rich vibes. The quality, the kind of cars, bulletproof cars they drive or that are being driven to the ceremony, the kind of clothes they wear. You just see elegance speaking all over them. You see money, their appearance makes the event very influential. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
I get it.
if you have an event and you happen to be connected to maybe the wife of the governor or a senator, then they happen to grace your occasion. I mean, you'll be well respected in the society, because it takes only the political class, people at the top, to have such people grazing their occasions. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So the next one.
Yeah, so describe an occasion when you came across something that was cheap as chips. How did you feel about the quality or value you received in relation to the price you paid? It was a situation that I left my city and gone to my and went to my friend, and we have as like he has a birthday party, and I had a really great t-shirt. It was really great, but when we only started to go to him, I've like spoiled some coffee on that, and then I bought like a really like a cheapest chips t-shirt in the second hand, and it is like in my garderobe for to now, because it's really great and it has like high quality, and it is.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. Have you ever experienced a time when it seems like it's never rain but it's pour? How did you handle the overwhelming situation that came one after another?
Mm, it's every time when there is something bad in my life, I understand that like in every tunnel is like light in the end.
Yes,
Uh,
I like that. I like that. I've been in such situation. I've been in such situation. Okay, let me give you an instance. There was a time I got this anti-school job, like I think 2022. Do you understand?
mhm. Yeah.
2022. I think I should mute my. I don't know how to go back. I wanted to mute my camera for now. Okay. So let's say I got this job about 2022. That was some days to when I was supposed to. Okay, my first lesson was on the day of my EDD. That was the day I put to birth to my daughter. So I couldn't start up the lessons, and after then, non native most teachers were dropped from anti-school. Do you understand? Most
Hmm.
teachers were dropped, and then I couldn't. I didn't continue with the job again. Things were very difficult for me. I finished school. I'm an health worker. I studied laboratory medicine in the university, but because of the economy, there are no job opportunities in my country. So I was so broke, nothing to do. So I think December I thought of starting up again, and I decided to start up something, and I started my perfect business. It was just going little by little. I relocated to another city, started my perfect business, and all of a sudden I decided to pick up my auntie school job, and everything just came at once. And I was like so grateful to God at a point where it looked like everything was going down, but God just decided to bring up everything at the same time for me. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
As I understand, now you're like happy with this job or no?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Of course, I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy. I'm most grateful to God for it, and I'm happy with it. Yes, because
It's very
it's
great that
not.
that rains isn't for you.
Okay. So number six, share an item or an experience you consider to be worth every penny. Explain why
You
you
know,
believe it is well. Okay.
yes, so it will be maybe a little bit typical example, but I am very tall. I am around 2 meters in tall, and it's really hard for me to find comfortable shoes. And one day I bought, like, I spent around $200 for a pair of shoes, and it was like 2 years ago. It was like the most expensive shoes in all of my life, but I bought it, and I use it until maybe like in when it rains or when it I have to go somewhere to mountains or into where it's like a really bad conditions outside. So this shoes is worth every penny.
Okay, okay, that's beautiful. Okay. Well, the last one, discuss the cultural significance or common usage of phrase as drunk as the Lord in your country. Is there a specific context or scenario in which this expression is commonly used?
It seems to me that the most popular when Ukraine that you're drunk as a pig because
Okay, that's the Lord.
yeah, it's so yeah, it seems to me that like the most popular it's that one.
Okay, okay, no problems, it's fine. So let's move to grammar. I have dropped the detailed explanations of this in the Telegram. So when you're free, you could still go through it. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So what's the difference?
Okay, so what the difference? Can I use your pen for a minute, please? It's
It's
informal.
informal. Yes.
Uh, could I use your pen for a minute, please? It's polite.
Right. Yes.
May I see the manager, please? You don't know the person well. Might I see the manager, please? Formal plus you don't know the person well. Okay, a few seconds. I would like to uh, add it to my few seconds. Uh, because I have like my own file connected with English.
Okay. So this is
Uh,
like when you use can is like when you're given permission, you are allowed to do that. It might be formal or informal. Do you understand? Can I use your pen for a minute, please? Yes, you can. Could I use your pen for a minute, please? Yes, you may. Do you understand? You
yeah,
don't
yeah,
we don't use could for given permission. So may is usually used in writing. We don't use could or might for given permission. Do you understand?
yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Okay, so how do we give permission? Can I use your prayer? Okay, so how do we refuse permission? I'm sorry, but you may not see the manager. I'm sorry, but you can't use this door. It's about the permission. We may collect information about the victims. All citizens over 18 are allowed to vote. Children can drive a car. Talking about both permission and law regulations. Can we use may in both sentences? May use this phone. Okay, so it seems to me that now how like I know a big part of this rules because we have this topic in my university a few weeks ago and I've
Okay.
learned it a little bit.
And it's with continuous practice. I think you with the detailed explanation I've dropped on the Telegram, it will be easier so that you could always use it as a
Sorry, but
reference point.
can you send me that message that you sent in our group in my personal Telegram? Because I can't just copy it and add it to my like English file because now
Okay,
I'm
because
preparing.
in the you can't copy from the group chat. It's okay, let me check. Okay, okay.
Maybe you can just send me to.
I'm dropping it for you now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Then I've done that.
Thank you very much.
Right. Okay, let's continue. Okay, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, I've said yeah, because I have like my
Okay,
own
good.
English file, and I would like to add it to it.
Right here, so you could always pick it up and check. So we have for permission, giving permission, refusing permission, talking about permission in the past. Then we have request, could, may, would, will, offers, shall, can, could. Then suggestion, shall we? Do you understand?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so continue. Hello.
Yeah, so about uh what are the models can we use instead of shall? Uh, what can you say about this example? Shall we go to the theater tonight? Uh, shall we go to the theater tonight? So I have like give my opinion about it.
Sorry, I'm trying to see the page you are.
It's like the last one.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Okay, shall we go to the theater tonight? That's like a suggestion. Do you understand?
Yeah, it's kind of suggestion. Yeah, but it's like it's kind of formal suggestion. Yeah.
Yes, it's a formal suggestion. Yes, it's you from what you read, it's kind of polite. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So and the last one. What are the models can we use instead of shall? We can go to the cinema tonight. We could go to the theater tonight.
Okay, do you understand?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, no problem. So make a new culture.
Okay. So, so now I have to create my own culture. Yeah.
Okay, yes,
Uh, culture is. So I don't even have ideas. Truly.
about your culture. Are you serious?
Sorry.
I said you don't have ideas about your culture.
So it's like ideas for creating new culture, or I have to tell you about the like Ukrainian culture.
You can tell me about Ukrainian culture since I'm not Ukrainian. The main ideas, your culture, the cuisines, the dance, the tradition.
Okay, so if you talk about culture, like just in general, so for seconds I have to think how to create to generate it. So it's it's like kind of mix of ancient traditional of our relative of our ancient tradition of our ancestors and connected with some Kozaki. It's like Ukrainian. Hmm, it's kind of Ukrainian. Knights, let's say. So Ukrainian knights who were in our territory in 15 and 16th centuries here. If you talk about main idea of Ukrainian culture is to save our authenticity and modernization of our country and to do it better every time. So about cuisine, so it seems to me that the most popular Ukrainian meal in is borscht. Then some dumplings with potato, then some banosh, some bograch. For example, do you know what is borscht or no?
No, 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 I don't know any of these meals apart
Okay,
from
so what is
potato.
borscht? It's kind of soup, but it's with some potatoes, some carrots, some beets, some meat, especially with some pork, and it's like a really great red soup. Seconds,
Wow, that's
I will send you a photo of that a few
okay,
seconds.
no problem. I would appreciate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and every time it's really great, delicious with some sour cream, and it have like really great taste. I've sent you a photo of our borscht.
Yeah. Okay, well,
So if you
it's
want,
good
you can
now.
you one day you can try it. It's really, really, really great meal,
Maybe
and
I'll try to watch a video on it, or you type me the English name, how it's spelled in English, so I could check it online.
okay, for a
On
second. So it seems,
yeah.
I'm not sure, but it seems to me like few seconds. I will think so. It's kind of maybe like this, I believe. It's like a
Okay,
borscht.
okay, okay,
Okay, so if you talk about dance, we have like it seems to me that like the main dances in our country is hopak.
okay,
Uh, if you want, I will paste it to you too. If you want, you can
okay.
see the video too. Okay,
No
and
problem.
okay, and if you talk about traditions, for example, it's Kolyada. Kolyada, it's very connected with the Christmas. Then we have Ivana Kupala too, and there was like a lot of vertep and there is stuff. Okay, and what about you? What about Kenya?
No, I'm not from Kenya. I'm from Nigeria.
Oh, sorry, from Nigeria. Sorry. From
Yeah,
Nigeria.
from
Sorry.
Nigeria. Okay. We have different tribes in Nigeria. We have three major ethnic groups. We have the Hausas, we have the Yorubas, and the Igbos in Nigeria. And then we now have subgroups which I fall under the Efik Ibibio in Nigeria. I'll send you our culture, the kind of clothes we wear. Do you
Okay.
understand? For our traditional marriages and how it's being done and the same clothes we wear. Okay, let me see an example for you. It's the same thing we wear if we're getting married. This is my culture, Efik Ibibio. It's usually a very beautiful culture. And then about the food, just like I said, we have foods that are unique to this type of people. We have what we call afiai fere. It's like a white soup. Do you understand?
Okay. So can you send it to me too?
Yes, I will. I will. We have other ones. We have what we call epang kukor. It's prepared with cocoyam. It's prepared
Mm-hmm.
with cocoyam wrapped with leaves. We now put plenty of fishes inside with cow skin. We now add with palm oil, with cow skin, with meat and a lot of interesting things in it. It's usually a very nice meal. It's usually very rich. We wrap it in leaf and then we cook it. And then we also have what we call white soup. That is the afiai fere. I'll still send you the pictures, but they're usually very interesting, very
Yeah,
delicious meals. Yes, and then
I've
we
sent
we
you like
we have
I've sent you.
lots of. Oh, okay. I'll check. We have lots of um. My state is actually a riverine area. So we have lots of seafoods in my country, in where I am from. We have lots of seafoods in my city where I'm from. So we usually eat all those seafoods. The soups are usually very rich. Okay, let me
So,
send it.
how does called city where do you live?
Oh, Akwa Ibom State, Akwa Ibom State. I'll
So
text you the
can you paste
name.
it for me, and I will paste a city where I live. If you want, you can see some photo.
Okay, okay. I used to stay in the capital of Nigeria, but I relocated 2 weeks ago to Akwa Ibom State, which is actually my hometown, and the capital of Nigeria is Abuja, Abuja, Nigerian capital. So I've sent you the food. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
Yes.
and
So that is it. Okay, and the dance, this dress we wear, it's similar to the dance. It's called the Efik Ibibio dance, but we have other. I'm telling you about my own culture to be specific. Do you understand?
yeah, yeah, and I've sent you a photo of our traditional clothes too. It's called vyshyvanka, and it's
Yeah.
become it's like really popular on some weddings or some national national events like Independence Day, or for example like a Flag Day or others.
Okay, then I've
And
sent you a very major soup that is eaten in my state. We usually add snail to it, big fishes, we add periwinkle, most seafoods, a combination of seafoods. Do you understand?
it look like it's really really tasty.
Yes, it's very, very thirsty. It's very thirsty. Yes, it's very thirsty.
Especially the last one,
Yeah,
as you
no, these ones are still part of the last one. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing.
so
It's very
tasty, so
thirsty.
tasty. And as I understand, as I get it, it must be really healthy, yeah?
Yes, healthy with lots of seafood in it. Lots of seafood.
Yeah, it's really tasty.
Okay. That's nice. Okay, so let's move over to video.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm starting it.
Are you there?
Yeah, I've started. So, yeah. So, are there any interesting places where you live that most people don't know about? It's like there were a lot of really great places in my city where do I live, especially if you're talking about some views on the city. And it's like places who which like tourists about which tourists don't know, but people who live there they know about them.
Okay, okay.
It's
That's
only it's mostly connected with with some sun shining to meet the sun, for example, and the other stuff.
okay. Okay, no problems. So 1.2, London has many well-known landmarks, but it also has its hidden gem. In this video, you can learn about the garden paradise in the heart of the UK capital. So let's watch. Remains hidden. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, 1.3. Would you like to visit the garden?
Yeah, I'm certainly 100% sure that I would like to visit it one day.
Okay. Why or why not?
Yeah, because it's like I a really big fan of visiting some influential buildings in our city because I can see like the history of that places, and that's why it's really interesting for me. And additionally, is if the city is really developed, like London,
Yeah.
there are like really great views of on that.
Okay, so are you interested in such places like this one?
Yeah, as I previously said, I'm a big fan of such places.
Okay, no problem. It's fine. So the next is your homework. When you're free, you try to do it. Thank you. Today's lesson was really interesting and amazing. Thank you for your time.
So, and if you
Thank you.
have some time, you can read more about the city Lviv. I've
You
sent you,
sent. All
yeah,
right,
in 10
no problem.
points, and it's
All
really
right.
very historical people to all Europe.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. I will appreciate. Okay. Good night.
Have a nice day too. Bye.
Bye.